Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm here with a book haul, pretty good sized book haul. Let's just get right into it. I can grab the first book. First book I have here is The Secret of Midwives. This is by Sally Hepworth. Have not heard of this author, have not heard of this book, but I found this at a thrift shop for only $1, and I'm like really curious to like learn more about midwives. I know this is a fiction, but you know, like I just haven't seen anything on midwives, so you know, I like the cover. It's pretty. So that's our first one on $1 book. Most of these are thrifted, but not all of them. The next book is Always and Forever, Laura Jean by Jenny Han. This is the third book in the To All the Boys I've Loved Before series. I love this series. I also love how it looks on my shelf. They look so pretty all next to each other with the cursive. I got this book at Walmart for like $10, $11, so not a thrift find, but you know, I've been wanting to finish the series, so I had to get it. The next book we have is Better Than the Movies. This is a romance novel. I'd seen this on a couple TBRs, and this is by Lynn Painter. Sorry about that. By Lynn Painter. I also got this at Walmart for around $10, $11. So excited about that one. Next we have The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. This is a thriller, I believe. I've also seen this like around and on a couple like TPRs and stuff like that. Excited for this book. I like thrillers. I don't have a ton, so I'm excited to read some more. And I just loved the pink pops at you, doesn't it? Like, it popped at me, spoke to me. So excited for that one. And then the next book I have here is The Secret Adversary by Agatha Christie. If you don't know Agatha Christie, she is been deemed the queen of mystery. I love Agatha Christie and have a good little collection going of hers. I found this one at Half Price Books for $3.49, so not too bad. And it's in really great condition, so excited about that one. I love some mystery. The next one I have here is The Heart of Darkness and Selections from the Congo Diary by Joseph Conrad. I've heard of this. I have not actually, like, I don't really know what it's about at all. It's a modern classic. It's literally from the modern library, the classic modern library. But this was one of the dollar books that I picked up at a thrift shop, so not too bad. I was like, oh, I've heard of that. That's some type of modern classic, and I did love this cover. It's very just very pleasant to look at, very pretty. So excited to look into that one. We'll see how that goes. The next one we have here is Gathering Blue by Lowry. This is, I think this is the third one. It's a companion novel to the Giver series, so it's in the same world. I'm not sure if they actually, like, I don't think they follow the same characters, but y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know much about it. I just know that it's companion to the Giver, and I really, really loved the Giver. So this was one that I picked up for $2, I believe. So very excited about this one. All right, and then the next, I'm gonna grab two here. The next ones are the Dork Diaries. I don't know if anybody else read these when they were younger, but I got Tales from a Not So Happy Heartbreaker and Tales from a Not So Popular Party Girl. One hardback, one paperback. I like checked these out of the library religiously, like whatever ones they had, and I really loved these. I've got girls now, so I'm like, ooh, I should get them and reread them, and then when they're of age, they can read it too. So I picked these up because They were on clearance at Half Price Book for only $2, so pretty good price for those, I felt, you know. All right, and next we have The Last Letter from Your Lover by Jojo Myers. Is it Moyes? Jojo Moyes. So, this is the author that wrote the book Me Before You, which you've probably heard of, or at least like heard of the movie of that. I've read the book, I have the book, I have a love-hate relationship with the book. I loved most of it. But so I wanted to, you know, this was The Last Letter from Your Lover, like, I don't know, it just intrigued me, and I liked her writing style and stuff, so I picked this up. It was $2 at a thrift shop, so excited about this one. I still need to get the stickers off of this one, so, you know, we'll do that later. And next we have A Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. Now, this copy right here is very beautiful. Very beautiful. It's a big, what is this? Oh my goodness, it's a little Reader's Digest of it. Look how cool, what a steal. I didn't know that was in here. My friend actually picked this up for me at a library book sale for 25 cents. I already have this book, but I have like a super modernized version, and this is just such a, I was like, yes please, 25 cents, yes please, yes please, major steal, major steal. And the next book I have here is Nicholas Sparks' novel, At First Sight. I keep wanting to say Love at First Sight, but it's just At First Sight. I love this cover. I don't think this is one that has been made into a movie. I'm a big romance fan, and I've loved the Nicholas Sparks novels that I've read so far, so I'm excited to add to my collection and to read more, and that's another one that my friend picked up at the library book sale, so another 25 centser. And this one is also another 25 centser from that book sale, and it's Nicholas Sparks' The Wedding, which I also loved. He's got some very pretty covers on some of him. Just like, look at that, swans and the lake, and it's beautiful. But I'm excited for this one. I've like seen this one on and off at so many places. I have no idea what it's about. I mean, it's called The Wedding, so we'll see though. But I'm excited to add to and to see more. Okay, let's. I'm like trying to like reach the books. I kind of had to push them over because I've got two piles here. All right, the next book is The Couple Next Door. This is by Shari Lapina. This was another book that I found at a thrift shop for $1. I don't really know much of anything about this book. I believe it's like a thriller or a mystery. At the top it says it all started at a dinner party, so that gave me like Clue vibes, and I really love Clue. It's one of my favorite board games, so I was like, ooh, you know, like I have seen it like on people's stuff a couple times, but I've never really like heard it talked about much, or you know, like I don't know exactly, but I'm excited about it. It's a thriller or a mystery or both, one of those, so we're excited, that's for sure. I'm trying to like make sure I don't like unfair stack these books. Here we go. The next book we have is Waiting for Tom Hanks by Carrie Winfrey. I had not heard of this book, but this is like an adorable title. This is a romance that's kind of like the Better Than the Movies. Like it's kind of got like a movie theme, which I've never read any romances with movie themes, and now I have two, so I'm hoping I like it. You know, I love sappy movies as much as I love like romances, so hopefully so. This was another I picked up for $1, so pretty good deal. And the next one we have is In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. I love this cover. Ugh. I have had this on my TBR for quite some time. I actually have her book. She also wrote The Woman in Cabin 10, and I picked that up actually in a free bin, and I liked it pretty decently well, but I've had this one on my TBR for quite a while, and I picked this one up for $1, so I'm excited to read this. I believe it's more on the thriller side of things, so we'll see how that one goes. And then next I have Love, Rosie by Cecilia Ahern, also the author of P.S. I Love You, which I know of that book, though I have not read or seen the movie. This is apparently a movie too, because this is a movie cover. Again, this was $1, so, you know, I can't really whatever it for being a movie cover. I don't normally buy movie covers, but, you know, they're on a super good sale, then it's not that big of a deal, because you're just going to see that on the bookshelf anyway. So, yeah, another romance book, a new author that I'm excited to check out. We'll see how that one goes. And then next here I have, oh, this is one of the, this is a Christmas one. This is The Christmas Wedding Guest by Susan Mallory. Never heard of this book, but, you know, two of my favorite things is romance novels and Christmas. So, you put them together, I'm pretty likely to buy it. I'm excited. I don't have really any holiday reads. Well, now I do. I've got some holiday reads to read now, but I'm really excited to read this once the holidays come, which is coming up. It needs to come sooner. But yeah, I really love this cover of the dress. Just love it. And I got this one, was another $1 one at a thrift store. Are you seeing a theme? So many of these were only $1 or $2. Okay, and next I have Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. I have not read, I don't believe I've read any of Jane Austen, so this is a pretty plain copy, but I also got it for $1 at a thrift store, so I'm excited to be able to read and get introduced to Jane Austen, because I've heard many a good thing from people who have read her. So, and the next book we have is another Nicholas Sparks, and this is The Best of Me. This one was not nearly as cheap. I got this at half price book for $6, but this The Best of Me is one that was made into a movie, I believe, and it's one that I've been interested in actually checking out for a while. So that was okay. That was why I got this one. So yeah, $6, half price books. Another Nicholas Sparks. I probably got too many Nicholas Sparks, but that's okay. And then the next one we have is, I believe this is the second. I may have gotten those two confused, but they are the second and third one. And this is Messengers. Okay, baby. This is Messengers by Lowry. So this is another companion novel to The Giver. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited that I have the next two. I believe there are 4, though, like The Giver, and then there's 3 others. So I'm missing the last one, but excited about this. Okay, and the next book I have here is the Bobbsey Twins, Adventure in the Country, excuse me. Can I say anything? In the Country by Laura Hope. I have not heard of this series before. This was $2, I believe. I think this was a $2 one. $2, just like an old classic type of, you know, like children's book that I figured, you know, I'll get it and check it out and see if it's any good. So if anybody's read this series, let me know what you think of it, because I don't know much about it. On that note, though, I got the very first Nancy Drew novel, the Nancy Drew Mystery Stories, The Secret of the Old Clock. This was a beloved childhood favorite of mine, and this was another one that I'm pretty sure I checked them all out from the library within a couple like months or whatnot, but I was really excited for this. That's one of the reasons I picked the other one up, was because it was the same style of this, and I was like, ooh, I wonder what this is. But I'm excited to start collecting and having some of my beloved Nancy Drew books. And then next we have Where the Red Fern Grows by Wilson Rawls. This is a beloved children's classic also. A couple of my friends recommended it to me, you know, being like, oh, this was like my childhood. And I was like, okay. They also said it was kind of heartbreaking, but you know, I kind of like it. I kind of like sad books sometimes, so I've noticed that some of my favorite books are kind of like depressing or sad. So like I have like a love-hate relationship with it. So it's another book, a timeless classic about a boy and his dogs. So another dog book, kind of like Lassie or Old Yeller, I guess. Joy, right? But I got this one full price at a bookstore around where I live for $9, which is not, you know, too bad. That's a typical, I guess, typical children's book price. I was like, where are my words? And the next one is The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie. This is another book I got at half price bookstore for $3.49. Another Agatha Christie novel. Very excited to add this to my collection. Also just, I don't know why, but I like this cover. Got the skull in the background. Like, yeah, just give it to him. And the next book I got, oh yes, I said the price. Okay, the next book I got was What Was Pompeii. These are little like informational, they're by Jim O'Connor, informational like books about different events. I've got one on the Vietnam War, which I will be talking more about in my July wrap up. Right, I read that in July, right? Yeah. But I really liked it, and so when I saw this one, I was like, ooh, I got this for $1, which normally they're only $6, so they're a pretty small and cheap read. They're kind of like elementary to middle school level grade reading, but at least the one on Vietnam, I found it very informational even for older, but you do have to understand, like, it's not written to where it's like crazy whatever out pages of like details, because it is a little younger, and it's got the funny little heads, right? But if you actually like look inside at the art is actually really detailed and beautiful. So I liked the one book that I got, and I'm excited to have another one and to check it out. So, and then the next book we have is another Christmas romance, and this is The Snow Globe by Sheila Roberts. Have not heard of this author or this book, but I loved this cover. I saw this cover and I was like, oh my gosh, I need that book. This book was $4.99 at Half Price Books. Not too bad. One of the ones I paid a little bit more for, but I just fell in love with the cover, and I'm excited to have 2 Christmas romance books. All right, and the next book I got it at this really fancy, pretty bookstore that we went to on vacation. Loved this place. I can't remember the name of it. I think it might have been like Thomas something. But it was super pretty. It's 2 stories. It had like a whole downstairs children's section that I took my kids to, and I saw this book and I fell in love with it. Interesting story. This is Anne of Avonlea by Ellen Montgomery. Look at that cover. Is that not the most gorgeous cover? I fell in love with it. I want all of them like in this. This is the Puffin Classics edition. This was only $7.99, $8. So, you know, children's classic, so a bit cheaper. And yeah, I had to get it. One of the ones that I bought, you know, full price or whatnot, but still not crazy expensive. I don't think I went over $13 for a book, and that was my highest price, I think, was 13 something. But yeah, funny story is I never knew that Anne of Green Gables is one of my childhood favorites, and I got a big deluxe edition of the first one. I never knew it was a series when I was growing up. I found that out probably only like a year or 2 ago, and so I was like, oh, I need to like get the rest of them or whatnot. So this is the second one, I believe, in the series, so I'm really excited to pick it up. This, ironically, I think this was the only one in the Puffin Classics edition that they actually had, which was just perfect because this is the one I needed. So this is my favorite. This should be your favorite too. Like, don't you love it? You should totally, like heart this video if you love that. I'm kidding. The next book we have here is Fever Pitch by Sheryl Woods. This is actually 2 novels. So it's Fever Pitch by Sheryl Woods, but it also has a free bonus story of Her Homecoming Wish by Joe McNally. So it's about half and half. Yeah, it's about half and half. So this is, oh yeah, Joe's story is actually longer. Homecoming Wish is actually longer than Fever Pitch by Sheryl Woods. But Sheryl Woods is the author that does the Sweet Magnolia series, a romance, contemporary romance series that I have been reading and have been enjoying. So my friend also picked this one up at the book sale for 25 cents. So two new. I'm assuming they're romance, contemporary romance. If they're not, I'm going to be in for a, I'm going to be in for a whirl if they're not. And then I believe this was the last one that my friend picked up at the book sale at the library for 25 cents also. And this is Every Breath by Nicholas Sparks. Yet another Nicholas Sparks novel. I don't think I've ever had such a tiny paperback of Nicholas Sparks though. And I kind of like, I kind of like the, I don't really like the, look for the return or whatnot. But, I don't like it when books do that. But I like the actual cover, like the mailbox and everything is pretty cute. And just, yeah, I've never seen one of his novels like this. Has anybody else seen one of his novels like this? But I'm excited. I'm excited about it. All right, and then we have Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. I got this for $2 at Half Price Books. A pretty plain and simple edition of this, but I'm excited because the only Charles Dickens I've read is A Tale of Two Cities, and that was for school. Didn't love it. But again, it was for school, and I was like 15, I believe, 15, 16 maybe. For reference, I'm 24 now. So, yeah, I'd like to get more into Charles Dickens and to, explore him more. So I was happy to pick this up and find this for pretty cheap. All right, and then the very last book is Daddy's Gone Huntin' by Mary Higgins Clark. Like Agatha Christie is deemed the Queen of Mystery, Mary Higgins Clark is deemed the Queen of Suspense. I have not checked her out yet, so I'm excited and was excited when I saw this for only $1, and I was like, oh hey, it's a little like, you can tell it's like somebody's like read it, but it's not like damaged or anything like that. So, excited about this. So that's a, suspense thriller. All right, so that is all the books I have. I'm not actually sure how many here there are. I'm gonna count them real quick. So 8. I just lost my count. Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 32. Yep, we got 32 books here. Let's see how we can do this here. Here we go. Can you see the top of this? No, can't see the top of it. You can't see the top, which is like, yeah, you could totally see that last book up there, right? There we go. All, I'm like, oh my goodness, all 32 of them. So, yeah, I'm excited to put these on my shelves. I got way too many books, but the highlight is that most of them were $2 or under, and probably only like, well, let's see, 3, 4, 5. I think only 5 were above $2. So I mean, out of 32, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. So yeah, I got a ton more books than this. I'm not gonna lie, but I got like quite a few. For other people, like for Christmas gifts and stuff. So, and I can't show those because they're Christmas gifts. But yeah, thanks for joining me for my book haul, and I will see y'all next time.